Hi everyone, my name's Kay Kalthoff and welcome to another Stamping to Share video. I received a card at convention very similar to this in colors and stamp set images. I believe it was from Sue Runge and I really loved it and I wanted to incorporate it into my fall flair. So I simplified it just a little bit and I am going to show you how to recreate this today. The two stamp sets that this card uses is Sketched Birthday. We're going to be using the balloon and the birthday cake. And then it also uses the Ronald McDonald House stamp set where $3 from each purchase is donated to the Ronald McDonald House charities. We'll be using the Celebrate It's Your Day. I always like to have at least one kid card when I do some of these bigger events, and so I thought this would be the perfect kid card. So the first thing that we have to have are some panels, and let's see if I can find it. We're going to start out with a white panel, and this is our card base. It's cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then on the inside I've already gone ahead and stamped the birthday cake image. The next panel that we're going to use is a Calypso Coral panel. It's cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then we need a Whisper White panel, which is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then finally one more panel of the Calypso Coral cut at 3 by 4 inches. So what we're going to do first is remove the white panel entirely. Let me get my sticky notes off here. And we are going to do some stamping. Now this would be like double time stamping because you're going to stamp the border and the center all at one time here. So we are just going to open up our Calypso Coral stamp set. We're going to use the balloon and we are just going to stamp. So you can see how this is all going to come together very quickly for us. And I'm just going to scatter these images about. I'm stamping tone on tone, so you don't actually see real bold images, but you just see a nice collection here. So we're just going to go ahead and I think this looks pretty good. Now actually, to keep your paper from wiggling, it might be a good idea to put a little bit of temporary adhesive on. However, I didn't have any at the moment, so we just had to make do without it. So now we are done. That's actually all the stamping that we have to do with the exception of the main image on our tag. So now we're just going to go ahead and layer this onto our card base. So we have our card base here. And you can see that we have the base panel that's going to go on first. And that will be, we're just going to use some snail. I usually like to use snail when I'm adhering to Whisper White because I don't want the glue lines to show through the Whisper White. It won't do that on some of our sturdier cardstocks, but it will with the Whisper White. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this down just like so. Not too impressive yet, but give it some time. The next thing we're going to do is take our 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch panel. I'm going to set that right over the top. Just center it right in there, like so. And then the next thing we're going to do is the next panel of Calypso Coral where we stamp those balloons. So that just goes just like this. And now you can see how this all is coming together so beautifully. So our card is almost done. The next thing is I cut out a piece of a tag shape with our Chalk Talk images, and I stamped the tag at the bottom of this little tag. So I've already put some dimensionals on there, so I'm just going to take the dimensional backings off, and then we'll be ready to complete the card. So you can see how very quick this card is to put together. Just going to put this on at an angle like so, and then we just need a bit of ribbon to brighten this card up. So I have a 6-inch strip of our Calypso Coral chevron ribbon. Just going to do a once over, and then the key is glue dots. So all I'm going to do is put 2 glue dots on this piece, on the knot part of the chevron. Then we're just going to set that right in the center of our tag. Then we take a ribbon scissors. We're just going to trim these edges up so we have a nice cute look. And we are done. Our card is complete. Hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. Have a great day, and thanks so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. Bye-bye.